we're gonna about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes going over the process, looking at the process. Then you guys are gonna work 20 minutes in breakout groups. You're gonna come back, you're gonna give your best ideas for changes to this process, and then we're gonna look at what 5 changes we wanna make on this process. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start on the onboarding process. So we're going to start working on the leasing process. Okay, we're going to start the move-in process. Let's look
More important than spending an hour filling out Lead Simple.
So let's.
So technically, you're filling it out 3 times because it's the owner, and then this one, and then still another one.
Again.
So it's 3 times.
Yeah. We want to.
Whatever
Copying it from
information
here and
goes into
pasting
the
it in that
property
folder right
line.
now. So you're not inputting it twice. You're just copying it and pasting
But
it.
you can copy and paste it from what the owner fills out on Google Sheets.
Can you?
Yes. The way we
Okay.
did set it up yesterday,
Then that's fine.
we did a whole different thing yesterday. We're no longer doing the DocuSign except for the documents. We're doing an owner university. It has videos. And so everything's going to be filled out there. It's going to be directly from the owner's hands. So if we fill it out directly what the owner did, instead of us putting it in here and then us sending it over, then we know there's not a mistake that we're going to be costing. Because if we all of a sudden, owner fills something out of Google on owner sheets, and then we transfer it wrong into Lead Simple, and then we put the Lead Simple in the Appfolio, and we put gardening is covered, and the owner filled it out, gardening is part of tenant responsibility, who's going to pay for it? We are.
Right.
Because we effed up. If the owner puts gardening is my responsibility because he doesn't know how to fill it out, and then he has to pay for gardening, we'll be like, look, this is how you filled it out.
Okay.
Like, we can't do anything about it. We did what you submitted to us. And
especially with a process so big as onboarding, you know, and that's got so many people involved in it.
I don't know if it would be, I mean, I run through it during my move-in meeting most of the time, but some way communicating to them who the staff members are and what their roles are.
Right.
Because I have a lot of people, even with owners, calling, like they don't know who is who and what is what, and
Who they
kind
should
of
be
giving them
there.
the breakdown. Just like a brief one. Like,
Alright, these are the 5 changes for new owner onboarding and new property onboarding that we are going to work on. Directions are going to be below the steps. This is a really awesome idea. We're going to have the steps, like the real brief description of the steps, and then it's going to say directions below, and then we're going to have detailed directions, videos, etc. below it. So if you know the process really well, you can just get through it really quickly and get your job done. But if you don't know the process, there'll be directions instead of having the directions within it, and you have to kind of go through the directions to find where you have to click. Great idea, team. I think that'll make it a lot easier. Clarify owners' names and instructions. What that was is right now, the way the owners' names are is very confusing. How we're putting them in, and people don't understand those instructions. So we're just going to change the instructions on that, and those instructions will make it very easy. Remove step, ask Google Forms that owner inputs, no triple input. Right now we're inputting it into Lead Simple, then we're also inputting it in Appfolio. We are just going to take the Google Forms the owner does, input in Appfolio, and just answer questions that we have yes or no questions, but not do a lot of extra input into Lead Simple. More input is creating more mistakes. It's not creating less. gardener process for Jesus and video about unlicensed handyman vendor. This is really interesting. If they want to use their own gardener, it's going to go and direct to Jesus to go check on that gardener and add them as a vendor. If the gardener is unlicensed or handyman is unlicensed, one of two things will happen. If it's an unlicensed gardener, we will not pay for it. We will also send them a document stating that we don't think they should use that gardener and that they're doing it at their risk. If the handyman is unlicensed, we will not use the handyman, and if they still want us to use it, we will have to drop the property. Because we cannot have someone go into the property that's unlicensed. But we're really going to stress use licensed people. And then if they want us to pay for a gardener, not one we have, then part of the process will be Jesus will be adding that vendor, getting all this information so that we can pay the gardener. Great idea, adding. And then adding more automated text. Just right now, it's a lot of them are emails, as we all think that text will be quicker for owners, better, and they will tell owners will be more responsive on text. Those are the 5 changes. Great job, guys. I mean, that was 2 hours and 10 minutes to go through this, or 2 hours, but I think it was really good and well done.